Hey Pisces star seeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. How's everyone doing? I'm feeling some energy, so let's see what's going on. All right, if you are new, welcome. Pisces energy is found in your chart, whether you know it or not, so you don't have to be Pisces. You can be cross-watching, and just know that fellow Pisces out there, you are all the signs in the zodiac together. So you can tap into any energy at any time. 33 on the clock. Okay, it's part of your gift. All right, what do we have here? Starting out, we have the Page of Coins. I almost said Page of Cups, which is the card for Pisces. Okay, and behind that, we have the Moon. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Page of Wands, and then again, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so, the Moon energy. Oh, thank goodness. I don't know how you guys felt, but there was a lot of pushing around that was happening. 117. And this is in that demi-monde, that spiritual world. You know, you may have been feeling feelings. There was a lot of energy, just like, what is all this? You might have noticed some wacky weather. But yeah, the moon pulls on us, okay? But whatever that was, whatever that influence was that was trying to make you fear, doubt, worry, all of that, it didn't have any effect on you. You might have felt a little uncomfortableness, but not like you would have in the past. And you know what I'm talking about, when Pisces emotions just kind of take over and it's like this storm. Okay, that didn't happen. You felt it, but it didn't really manifest outwardly. And that's where the work happened, Pisces. You realize at that moment, wait a minute, that's not my energy. I do not have to react to that energy. 222. Okay, so as things come up, as you feel things, that is the work right there, to be able to determine if that's your energy or just in your environment, either from someone around you or someone's thoughts or their feelings or their drama. It's knowing the difference between if it is yours or not. So whatever attack, I'm going to say it like that, was directed towards you around the full moon, which is the days leading up to the full moon and after, you prevailed. So well done you. Be really proud of yourself. And that's something that you overcame on a mental level, on an emotional level, on a spiritual level. That is difficult. And you did it. Okay? So with the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles here, and listen to that wind, okay? It's that energy that is moving around, stirring things up. And this is the time, Pisces, where you observe. That's what I feel this Page of Pentacles is. It's observing. Your energy is very steady when you need it to be. Okay, that's tapping into that earth sign energy of like, you know what? I'm just going to observe. I'm not going to make any moves, but I'm going to observe. And with the Page of Wands, this is where you start to, you know, see what's available to you. To make calculations about what direction you want to move in when the time is right. I'm feeling it's going to pick up speed once Mercury goes direct, which I believe is on the 1st. So the energy will start to build momentum on the, you know, leading up to that, but you'll feel the break being released on January 2nd. Okay? So, Page of Wands. A person prone to rushes of enthusiasm, but still without experience. It's like you're getting excited, you're feeling it. You're like, oh goodness, things are going to change, and they will. Okay? Page of Pentacles, a young person who offers assistance. So this is your energy, Pisces. You have this helping energy, this healing energy. Eight of Wands here. So yeah, there's definitely movement building. And you can feel it if you're standing still. It's like that wind that's wanting to push your back forward. Okay, but you're standing still, waiting for the right moment. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups. So a new opportunity that is being offered to you from the universe. And I'm looking at the dove that's at the top. Okay, doves are messengers. Doves are also peace. Doves are, a spirit guide. So you're being led in a certain direction, and it involves following your heart. How do you feel? Not logic. Remember, for a long time we're seeing the Two of Swords. That's pure logic. Okay, you're not paying attention to your heart. You're not paying attention to your intuition. It's just like, what are the facts? But now it's time to follow your heart. You're going to be pushed in a particular direction with the Chariot. That's also Cancer energy. Forecast out into Cancer season. That's the summer. Okay, the beginning of summer. Because there is a birth of something. And it's going to come in quickly. Okay? Let's see what this is. Let's we've got the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. This is something something that you've probably been preparing for, okay? And, it's that whole thing of hurry up and wait. When things just seem to just take forever, it's not 707. It's not going to feel like that soon. Pretty soon it's going to be like, oh my goodness, remember when we could hang out and like chill out? No, it's going to be busy, but in a good way, in a you get everything that you want way, where you get to sit back a little bit and things are just offered to you at your feet almost. Like you're going to think something and then someone's going to be like, oh, hey, Pisces, would you like this? And you're like, oh my gosh, I was just thinking about that. It's like that. It's magic. It's manifestation that is so pure and so instant, but it's because of all of this time where you have been giving so much loving energy. You're teaching everyone how to love again. Because let me tell you, the whole world has forgotten. The whole world is so wrapped up in all this pain that they're just expecting it. Okay? Like just as an example, I went to see Willy Wonka, and it was so sweet, so loving. And when other people ask, want to talk about it, almost debate about the movie. And there's something about that word I just can't stand. It's like, that means just, to me, when I hear debate, I want to cringe, because it's like arguing to me. Who's right? Who's wrong? Okay? But this one lady was like, wanting to see more of the darkness of what made Gene Wilder's character in the original Willy Wonka be a little, he walked in the gray area, let's say that, which I love. I love the gray area. And I understand the gray area really well. You have to know the darkness and the light. So, but it was just wanting to focus and fester on that curmudgeon-y spirit of, I wanted to see more snarky or, stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, this is the world we live in, where people just always want to be disagreeable. Like, you can't just enjoy something for enjoyment's sake. There needs to be a debate about it. It has to mean something on such a deep level that we need to fight about it. And I'm like, well, hey, what about the message of, you know what? If you're a good person, eventually the bullies will lose, right? And just because you have money doesn't mean you're a good person. Just because you are poor doesn't mean that you're divine. No, because it showed all these different types of characters that, that weren't kind. And then it also showed the others that were. So we get to choose who we get to be. Okay? Every day. No matter what happens, how are we going to be as a human being in our sphere of influence, in our community, in the people that are around us? Because, not everyone has this, huge political voice. Not everyone does, but you know what? If you're a good person within your community, that changes the vibration in a huge way, rather than getting on a soapbox and criticizing. Okay? And I know everyone's going to have their 1111 feelings and opinions about this, and I understand it is a topic of conversation. But as a Pisces, I'm urging everyone to consider how they communicate. What kind of conversations are you in? Where do you give your time? Where do you give your energy? And if it's not something that makes you feel good and uplifting you in your life, maybe think about just not having those conversations, not being in those environments, not looking at those things on social media, just to see if that changes the way you feel on a daily level, if it uplifts you. I mean, yes, there's that part where we need to be aware of what's going on in the world, but as Pisces, we're so sensitive that being too involved in the world can cause, detriment to your health, to your spirit. And being the very spiritual being that you are, this beacon of light, if your energy is tainted by a lot of darkness and negativity, you will also be spreading that around who you're with. Okay? And, an energy, it's infectious. So if we want to change the dynamic of the world that we live in, we need to direct our energy in a loving, positive way. Yes, have a boundary. Don't let people trample on you or bully you. A lot of Pisces have this inner warrior spirit where they will stand up for those who have no voice. And I'm not talking about quelling that. I'm talking about all the gossipy things and the low vibrational energies that can consume us and just take us away from our day, our being positive. And there are all these little things that come in that we're like, oh my God, I did not need to hear from that person, because that's put me in a place where I'm not operating at my best. And those are those messages, those are those lessons from the universe to be like, you know what? You get to choose what you engage in and what you will not. And again, High Priestess has come out again. So it's knowing who you are, because you do have this wisdom. People come to you. You may think you're saying things offhandishly, but people are listening. 1411. Your energy protects others. But most importantly, it protects yourself. So if something doesn't feel right for you, you have every right to leave the room or change the subject. I do it all the time. And some people don't like it because they notice it. But I'm like, I don't want to have these kind of conversations because it hurts me emotionally and that affects me physically. And I do not want any Cancer to wake up. So think of it in those terms. This is life or death. If it's not on a physical level, it's on an emotional, spiritual level, because there are a lot of people that are dead inside. Okay? All right, so the High Priestess, wisdom, enlightened awareness, feminine mysteries, elaboration. Okay, so people don't need to understand you. You need to understand yourself and the energy that you're in, because you can change it very easily. All right, what else do we have here? We have the Lovers. It's whoever you come in contact with, they also change. So if you're in any kind of like love relationship, I bet you're with someone who's the opposite of you, and you're like, I don't know if I can do this, or do I even want to do this? But know, Pisces, that your energy is changing them, is healing them. You are guiding them. You're leading them to this place of balance, because you are this earth angel. And let me tell you, it's not something you can tell people, because, oh, Pisces thinks they're blah, blah. You know who you are. I know who you are. So you keep it to yourself, but people will notice your energy when you walk into a room. Okay? You don't even have to say anything about it. They feel it. You know, because you are so tied to the divine. You are so tied to the divine. It's like you have a channel from your head into divine energy, and everything that you do, that first inclination, that is divine inspiration, saying, okay, Pisces, do this. Granted, oftentimes we second guess ourselves. Oh no, let me do the opposite. Yeah. Try to do with the first instinct. That's something 1701 that I have been working on myself. That first inclination, do that. Because that's coming from that higher place within you. And this is causing some problems for someone else. Let's talk about, here we've got this fire sign energy again. Anxious, disappointed, because guess what? They can't control you anymore. They can't manipulate you anymore. You have moved on. They thought that they were the puppet master, and you were the puppet. And that was folly, because you are realizing, I mean, there is no puppet show. There is no puppet show. You know, and on another level, it's like you make everything look really easy, really beautiful, elegant. You know, like you're this professional, okay? And they can't stand that. They're like, how does Pisces get everything they want when I'm trying to make their life HELL and stir it up? How do they keep escaping? Because you are so many steps ahead. Because the universe is protecting you. Your ancestors are protecting you. God is protecting you. Your higher self, however it is framed in your mind, is protecting you. And that's because all the lifetimes you've lived prior. You know, they're trying to keep you stuck. They're trying to withhold from you this beautiful relationship. You know, oh, don't focus on what's good in your life. Focus on all the crap, so we can keep piling more crappiness on top of you. It's like, no. Like, no. It's amazing. Like, I have such a hard time fathoming this, that there are people, energy out there, that don't want anyone to be happy. Like, I don't know about you, Pisces, but whenever I hear good news from someone, I'm ecstatic, like it's happening for me. And I'm like, yes, high fives all around. Go do everything that you want. You deserve it. But there are some people that grumble and are jealous and talk crap. And I'm like, who are these people? Get out of my life. Get away from my energy. But they're everywhere. They're like these leeches. No offense to leeches, but, you know, they just suck all the good energy out. Or like a mosquito. Absolutely annoying. Like, that's their whole purpose in life. Yes, they need blood to live. I don't know, they spread diseases. I mean, there are people out there like that. So it's that acceptance of there are yucky people out there. We do our best to avoid them. Sometimes we've got to smash them. You know, but someone once told me, not that long ago, oh, let the mosquito feed on you and then it won't want to bite you anymore because it's been, you know, satisfied. I'm like, no. I will smash the heck out of those things. Okay, I know that's not very Buddhist of me, but you know what? We gotta find our own truth. We are living in a world where there's a lot of snaky people out there. We just have to eliminate them out of our life. Otherwise, they'll feed on us forever. Okay, Page of Swords. So someone that's observing you. Ooh, be very independent. Do what you want. Good job, Pisces. You know what? They're with the Hangman, they're getting a new perception of you. Right? You know, maybe they were judging you in a certain way because you're probably very attractive. That pretty privilege, handsome, whatever. You know what? Yeah. They were thinking that you were duplicitous, you know, a liar. They were warning everyone to stay away from you. Oh, watch out for Pisces. They have an agenda. No, they have an agenda, right? They think, oh, Pisces just wants money. No. Because let me tell you, Pisces, I bet if you look back into your Rolodex, a zillion times you could have been with someone with money, but you didn't. Yeah, you didn't do that. A lot of people do that. It's common. I mean, I've talked to some ladies in Beverly Hills, and they have these very gorgeous lives in a material sense. And you ask, oh, you know, how'd that happen? Oh, I got divorced. I mean, really? Okay. So it's like, yeah, people are expecting you to just be after dough, but it's like, no. Yeah, of course you're gonna be successful, but you need love too. And that's what you're teaching people. You know what Bob Marley once said? Some people are so poor, all they have is money. Okay? And then there's another one I heard recently. Manners will take you where wealth cannot. Where money cannot. Being kind does so much more than just waving around your money and treating people like they're property or servants. You know, it's like, yeah, we all enjoy money because it does things. But do you do good with it? Does it own you? Are you its slave? Okay, like, yeah, you can have beautiful things. I'm not poo-pooing any of that. If you worked hard or someone in your family worked hard, amazing. I always love to hear those stories, you know. But it doesn't have to, you know, be all that you care about. And there are people out there that may be saying that that's all you want. You know, You want to get married and be part of this family and blah, blah, blah. Guess what, Pisces? You can knock their socks off by saying, you know what? No. I'll post-nump, pre-nump, during-nump, sign it, whatever. And that'll surprise everybody. You know, so it's like with the Fool and the Ace of Wands, it's like just keep being you. Don't change for anyone. Don't change for anyone. Keep living your life. You know, keep doing that inner work, you know, and it's not getting on a soapbox. It's not that. Sorry if I'm kind of soapboxing it right now, but I feel like I need to say it like this. Just keep being you. Keep doing your own inner work. Keep being a good person. And that's how you change how other people view life. Because they're like, oh, wait, but then I met this Pisces and they were so kind and genuine and sweet and loving, and they didn't want anything from me. If anything, they gave. So even if you never see these curmudgeon-y people again, the fact that you came across them and were in their energy and they felt yours, you changed part of them. You showed them how to love. You know, and that is what karma is. Because people are going to have to learn that at some point. And, you know, the more people reject that or don't want to see it, the harder it's going to get. Because you know what? If you've got a lot of money and then you don't have any, that is a hard lesson right there. That fall, ooh, you learn a lot. And I don't know what's going to happen, you know, in 2024 and moving forward, but there's going to be a big shift in finances as we know it. So early on, I want to say it was earlier this year, I was really adamant about everyone, you know, living below their means, knowing what they get, knowing what they spend, and just be mindful of that. Because a lot of people don't do that, and those are the ones that are going to have a really hard time, because there's a lot of money that will be owed. Okay, because money is energy, and that bill becomes due at some point. Okay, but know that you're protected from all of this, like, apathy. Like, just don't even engage with anyone who's, you know, apathetic, where they just don't care. And they're like, ugh, you know, no. Because you care. It's hard though, Pisces, because we're having to deal with all these kind of people. But that's the goal, is that we cultivate our energy in such a way that no matter who we're around, it doesn't faze us. That's when our superpower is really well developed. And you are being protected by someone. I want to say this is an ancestor on the other side. Let's ask about this person. It comes up in different ways, but in this situation, I feel like this is someone who's been, in a way, looking out for you. Who's this King of Swords? Ooh, someone who has a broken heart, been hurt. Let's see. The King of Cups also flipped up just now, so someone who's very, you know, very emotional on a deeper level that may not show it. Okay. All right, we have a Knight of Pentacles. We also have the Emperor. And we also have the Two of Wands. Let's see. All right, let me pull a few more. It's not clear. What is this, please? Okay, we've got a King of Wands as well. So we saw a lot of kings coming out, and then we have the Emperor. So this is some kind of healing with the Star card, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, okay, Two of Swords, King of Pentacles, so all the kings popped up, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So this is an ancestor thing. This is a family lineage thing. There is a vintage airplane up there. Okay. Up in the sky. Someone who might have loved flying. Alright, so I feel like this was energy, how do I even say this? Your life is a continuation of a quest that someone in your family line was in the midst of doing, but I feel like their time was cut short. Doesn't show why or how. But there was a moment where it was like the baton needed to be passed. Okay, so if this was like a grandfather type of energy, there was like some kind of work that wasn't finished, and now you're here to carry on that task. And it's associated with healing your family line. But the tricky part is, Pisces, you didn't even know what happened. Like, there was so much hidden energy that you're like, wait, what happened in my family? And I feel like things are starting to come out. Maybe it was a defamation of character, like some lies that were told about this masculine that weren't true. And it's all starting to come out. It has to do with money in a way. But it's like, as this new year comes and starts to move forward, yeah, it's like everything will start to be more clear. You'll understand where all of the, wow, okay, hold on. Let me show you these cards. We got the Ace of Swords, Five of Wands. So, battling for truth. We've got the Ten of Swords. This is a betrayal. And we have the Queen of Swords, discerning. Ten of Wands, burdens. The Devil. Oh, yeah, people happy about that. So it's often some weird family secret, because we all have them. And it's like the record is being set straight now. You are allowing someone to be free. Like, look, if you see at the top, there's these birds. The truth will set you free. So maybe an ancestor has been swimming around or floating around in like a in-between energy, like purgatory vibes or Bardo vibes. Like, you're not completely free yet. Remember in Lord of the Rings, all of those, like, I think it was the last one, The Return of the King, where there were all those spirits that were caught in a mountain because they had done something and they needed to fulfill their oath so they could be free. I feel like it's similar to that. You are helping them fulfill an oath so they can be free, but they needed you on this side to manage that energy or to know where to direct it. Whoa, this is getting really deep, Pisces. But I love it. I love these kinds of readings, okay? So on an energetic level, you know this. You felt it. You're like, what am I doing here? This is so weird feeling. But that's what this is. You're allowing someone to walk away, finally, after being, weighed down. I feel like this King of Pentacles is someone who's weighed down, like unable to move. And it's because of all this hidden energy. Because once we start talking about things, it becomes lighter. It's when we're just not saying things and holding it in. We just feel like we've got like the weight of the world on us, right? So Pisces, I don't even know how you're doing it, but you are. Because, the Star card, that healing energy is right in the center of all of this. Justice, Queen of Swords, King of Wands, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. This is a gift. This is an opportunity that you give others. So okay, hold on. This may not even be your family line. This might be other people's family lines, but just because you're around them, you're helping clear this energy. It's like you're an exorcist, low key. Okay? So anyone that's trapped, any stuck energy, and you can feel it as soon as you walk into a room. Pay attention when you're in bathrooms or bedrooms or closets. Something went down in there. Okay, so as you move in these spaces, this energy is being released. You are not being attached to any of this. It's not holding you down. It's like you're this breath of fresh air that blows through these crusty, ghosty, heavy, decrepit places, even if they look really beautiful, right? And you change the energy. You free some spirit. You free some ghosts that are trapped. And it's because of your loving energy. It's almost like, whatever you did, it's okay. We just gotta free yourself so you can make amends. That's it. So with every kindness that someone gives to you, you're allowing some energy to make amends, to be free. I've been seeing so many eagles and young eagles before they get their white, head and white tail. So that's where you're at, Pisces. You're this young eagle. And as you mature, this gift will get much stronger. So be confident in your abilities. You can walk into a room and clear all the energy. Change it from heavy to light just because you walked in that room. All right, Pisces? Don't forget that. You are super magical. All right, I love you. This is a great reading. Okay, we'll see you soon.